Que pasa, amigos? How you doing? So I'm going to do a little video. The little video. I used to date a French guy who used to talk like, and the little kitty cat. He couldn't call me little though. But anyway. So I hope you had a decent day yesterday, considering I saw a lot of cars, traveling. So I guess people weren't going to shelter in place. I cooked a lot. I just had my boys, but I enjoyed the cooking. It was fun, but I'm tired today. I'm not cooking today. I remember when my kids were young, they'd say, "Mommy, can we have a hot breakfast?" I said, "Yeah, stand under the hot shower and open your mouth." So, anyway, sorry. Okay, a few little housekeeping bits. I've told you guys about A Million Ways to Die in the West. Kind of raunchy, but I loved it. That's one of my recommendations. And another really cool movie is Juliet Naked. I bought it for some friends of mine. I've recommended it for as many people as I can tell. Very cute little movie. You will really enjoy it. Juliet Naked. Okay. So, also, my friend Cash Peters, I'm getting through his book. I couldn't really get into it yesterday because I kept having to check things. So, I don't know why those things just don't burn out on themselves, but for some reason, food on the stove needs chicken. So, anyway, Cash Peters, a little book about believing. I'm about halfway through. Very interesting. He's a good storyteller. Okay, now. So, the reason I really need to be on today, I wanted to come yesterday too, but it was just too busy with everything going on. But the reason I want to come on today is because everybody and their neighbors writing me about the United States Postal Service. USPS. And they're talking about letting it drown. Trump's not approving any more money for it. And I guess Amazon is the one that's feeding them. In fact, they just hired 75,000 more workers because they're getting so much, people are sequestered in their homes, so they're making tons of money. But let's see if he could actually destroy USPS. People were conspiracy stuff. I don't know if it's true. It probably doing this so he can get, ruin Bezos or whatever his name, the guy in charge of Amazon. So, because he used to use UPS and then he switched over. So let's double check it, okay? What do you want me to tell everybody? The United States Postal Service. Somebody on Twitter was saying when, was it Bush or Reagan? Somebody messed it up because they made the United States Postal Service hold the retirement for everybody, like in cash, 20 years ago or something. So that's kind of when they started going under the table. But we'll check it out. United States Postal Service. He's going, so I'm not that worried about it because whatever he touches will fail. United States Postal Service. United States Postal Service. What can you tell me? What's the outcome with the United States Postal Service? He's such an ass. I'm so sorry, you guys. He's really, and he's in bad frame. He's in a bad mood. So he's about ready to, he's showing himself. Okay. So, hold on. The United States Postal Service. What's the 411? Okay. Here's a flex of money coming in. They're sitting here patiently trying to wait. it might even be some court things go on. Something happens within like maybe he tries to change it and people are like, oh, hell no. But it's like they win, but it's after difficulties. Justice will be served. He may cause enough chaos that, I think this guy from Amazon is going to he must have a lot of money because I see him really fattening them up with money, trying to make sure they're going to be okay. He's actually working in something behind closed doors. But they're linking with the United States Postal Service. So I'm feeling a lot of chaos. What is 4 months? What is this? April, May, June, July, August. So August is something in August might switch it. But Trump's not going to be in office long enough to create this chaos. Or if he does, remember, we're going to change everything he touched. The United States Postal Service looks okay, but remember back in the day, some of you might be too young, there was all kinds of shootings of employees at the Postal Service. Remember there was a standing joke about working for the Postal Service? That's how sick Americans are. They made it a joke. But there used to be all kinds of people unhappy. And I have a cousin work for the Postal Service. And, it's tough. It's tough. So, but I don't think he can privatize it to make a lot of money. I'm almost feeling like even if they start the process, they're going to go before federal courts, even the Supreme Court, and say was written that we were supposed to have this. They work for the nation. So that's what I'm getting. Okay. Now, I want to ask about the COVID-19 as far as, Avenatti got out of jail. What about Michael Cohen and Reality Winner? How are they going to be? Are they going to be okay? Michael Cohen. I see people talking on their behalf. I'm surprised to let Michael out because if it was up to Trump, he'd still be in there. He doesn't care if he gets sick. Michael Cohen. With the virus. Okay. As soon as Trump's gone, those people are getting out. That I can tell you. I'm sorry, I really see it. Yep, I see. As soon the 10 of Cups, Reality Winner will get out. She's going to write a book. Cohen's going to get out. But it's almost like, how long has Cohen been in there? Is it almost 2 years now? So he might come out because it's time for him to come out, but Reality Winner will be definitely taken out. But nobody better complain because the new president can do whatever he wants. Can't he? Okay, now, I wanted to tell you guys too, I just want to take a quick look-see. There's an article, I don't know if you saw it. Apparently, Trump's attorney is suing a federal judge to stop the release of the back Apprentice tapes. And of course, we're dying to get a hold of those. Apprentice tapes. I want to know so they're, suing, you can't do this. And apparently, it's this is actually kind of a retaliative move on the bequest of 4, as Archie would say, entrepreneurs who Trump ripped off when he was on The Apprentice. He was supposed to work with them on something, and him and his kids did something behind their back, some multimedia thing, and took the money and ran. So they want to get him good, and they want that. Listen, these guys have a vengeance. These guys want to make sure this guy, and they have the money to throw at it. So with that good news, let's take a look at it. Will those Apprentice, I think a while ago, I thought perhaps those, but it couldn't go through that guy, Mark Burnett. It had to go through something else. And it's like some people, they might even pay people to get some information. I don't know what this is, but I can see, because you know what they said, if you guys see those tapes, it's bad. And I've known people that worked with him at that time frame. Not a very nice man, kind of sick. The whole thing with him was sick. So let's see. Will we get the Apprentice? Now, this isn't spiritual, as you know. This is more, will we really upset him? Of course, he'll say it's fake. Like he tried to say the bus. You remember when he was on the bus? Oh, yeah, that wasn't really me. That was fake. At first, he acted like it was him, and then he said it was fake. Tell me about difficult journey, okay? They're trying to fight. All these people, there's some attorneys that aren't getting paid, by the way. I just saw that. I saw some people upset because he's not paying them. He's trying to get the government to pay for most of his bills, even for his personal lawsuits. So right now, justice cannot be served, like they're tied or because they're holding it up, but justice will be served. Justice will be served. They're going to be able to release this, and everybody's all like, the truth will come out, you guys. It's even more fodder. By the time it comes out, he might already be out of office, but it's more fodder. Okay, so, very interesting. So, yeah, I wanted to read on that Apprentice tapes. I forgot to write tapes in here. And also, as you know, in Rhode Island, there's a tribe that Trump's trying to take their lands away from them. And I felt like, what are you, crazy? I don't feel like he can do it. But I think I might have read on this, but I just want to double check because I was reading another article that he literally thinks he can go against sovereign nations' contracts with the United States. I mean, as it is, they've already pretty much, there was one president that didn't even listen to the Supreme Court and said, nah, go ahead and go dig for gold in the Black Mountains or whatever. So, will they protect our nations? These were the tribes. This tribe was the tribe that helped the Pilgrims when they came over. I just see people it's a shame because a lot of money has to be spent in protecting this tribe. I see them having to take it before, major players. He's going to lose. I'm feeling like his time is short, though, like Trump's time is coming up. But, we're halfway through April. Oh, yeah. The outcome is the sun, but look at all the hassle we have to go through. He's going to really try to do this. He's helping a buddy of his so they can't compete with casinos. I guess what their mistake was is they said they wanted to open up a casino. So he's causing a lot of turmoil, but it's going to work out. Unfortunately, it's a lot of money for lawyers. Okay, now, so Trump called Biden, and everybody wants to know, what did they talk about? Trump called Biden. It's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful day. I dropped a bag of bird food and the crows are just going at it. But they don't like we can't watch them. We have to turn our backs and then they go for it. They're very careful. Okay. Trump. You called Biden. What did you guys discuss? Ooh, he was full of crap. This is really weird. I just got a hit that he even brought up something like, Joe, I have some things on you that won't be very pretty. Oh my God, like a mobster. Joe Biden's not going to tell us about it, but he knows this guy's full of crap. Also, that woman that said that she was, assaulted, bogus. They've done the background history. This woman is this other woman that works with her to get out this bogus information. It always happens. What about Pizzagate with Hillary? It's all bogus. It's all lies. He, honest to God, doesn't even remember who she is because he's friendly with everybody. Yeah, he maybe got too close. People complained about he was in their space. But now it's like, that was a lie. Sorry. Trump, what did you say to Biden? It's really weird. He was trying... he was being nice, and then he turned around and said some things, not angrily, and then acted like, okay, buddy. That's how he is. They did talk about the virus. I wonder if he's saying, I'm president and you have no right to talk about the virus because I'm president. But, you know, Trump didn't have any problem saying, I have good information that Obama is not a United States citizen. He didn't have any problem going out doing that kind of stuff. They talked about the virus. They conversed about world events. Almost acting like in a sarcastic way, like he's worried about his health. And Trump saying, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. But look at this, the death card with a 6 of coins and an 8 of swords. So he might have brought up his son saying, you know, I just want you to know I don't even think Giuliani's in on this. I do have some info. They were trying to give him information, hoping he would drop everything and run. But it was hinting. It wasn't out and out saying it because other people were listening to the phone call. It wasn't a personal mano a mano. Other people were listening. But I feel like Biden handled it really well. And then Trump just kind of just, you know, okay, like wished him luck, but he was seething. Well, like Lindsey Graham told him, it's not the Biden I'm afraid of, it's the virus. And they all know they're about ready to go down. So, a friend of mine wrote me named Buck. Don't have too many friends named Buck. And he said he recommended a guy named Scott Allen. He's on YouTube. He's got he's got 1,000, almost 2,000 subscribers. So I'm going to send you guys over there if you want to check him out. He's not like me, not chat. He kind of slow and methodical. And he came up with some interesting stuff. Him and I are a little different in what we're seeing, but I think we're both getting the same outcome. He did an April video that he said Trump would be out this month in April, which I didn't see. Then in this last video, he was saying maybe July. Now, you know, us psychics, when we start giving dates, that's the hard part. Because we can feel if it's soon, but sometimes we're not good with the dates. The only time I get dates is like when my guides told me that this whole COVID we're going to start seeing the light Mother's Day. That was as clear as day. Clear as day. Sometimes I pick up weather. Sometimes people say, well, when am I going to meet Mr. Right? I can see where they're standing. I can smell the air. I can feel the energy. But winter of what? 10 years from now? You never know. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing up Scott Allen is he's seeing a document, and he feels that the document is really going to bring down Trump. And he thinks it's something to do with Russia. And it could be, I know it's Deutsche Bank, but I call it douche bank. I'm totally 100% understand that. So let me double check what Scott said. Now, I just see chaos. Now, let me tell you something. I don't see McConnell or any of those guys being able to save themselves. Remember, I always saw them jumping off the ship. I have almost 2 years ago on a video, I said, I see the Republicans jumping off ship. Like they're getting the hint loud and clear. But I'm almost feeling like Trump will allow this voting. Like he thinks a miracle, like, oh my God, my people love me, they'll vote. And I see him losing it, everybody losing by a landslide. But before it happens, I see people trying to act like I don't know him. Remember how they wouldn't even call George Bush up to talk at events because they wanted the votes? And they thought of Bush as not being a positive? That's what I see with Trump. So Scott says he definitely feels something's coming up with some paper. Now, anybody that's anybody knows that he's been laundering money for Russia for years. So let's see. Is some paper coming that's going to be released by... I always felt Deutsche Bank had something to do with this. Like it was going to be big. And it has something to do with money. There's Russia. And Trump will look like a fool. It's not going to bring him down, though. But it'll make him look like a fool. People are going to start crowding around saying, you know, we can't really have a president doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, but they're saying to me, wait for it. And it's his marriage with Russia, the Russia card. It's his marriage with Russia. So news will come, but that's not the big bang. Now, the Supreme Court is starting to listen on if his taxes should be released. I'm just going to say it out loud, okay? I'm feeling so much with this COVID is going on and with the economy struggling that people will look at him and say, you know, they're going to blame him. Somebody has to be blamed, and they're going to blame him. He's so busy trying to act like, you know, I got better ratings than The Bachelor, that he doesn't realize what he's causing other people. It's like they're devastated. I'm getting more and more stories about people that say their aunties or their uncles who were Trumpsters aren't talking about it anymore. So let's see. Because let's face it, let's get real. Deutsche Bank, his lovers, Trump's lovers say, I'd rather be Russian than be Democrat. Okay, so it doesn't matter about Russia to them, but it does matter in the bigger scheme of things. So, I do see Republicans, moderate Republicans saying, you know, I'm just not into that. So let's go ahead and vote for it. Because Biden is older. And he, remember I always told you it was an older man that was going to get in. And it was definitely a man. And I definitely think it's Biden. Now, Scott said he thinks Trump is going to leave. And then basically the DNC will put in a younger man. I don't see that. I see Biden getting in because he's part of the establishment, you know, and I know people are tired of the establishment, but I see Bernie by his side. I see Bloomberg by his side, these old folks in there. I see a younger VP. I see people gathered together, and it's not Biden doing all the work. He's allocated it. Like Bernie's working on this, Elizabeth's working on this. He has all these people going in there cleaning it up. Now, I do feel maybe he won't do the full 4 years. Don't take me to the bank on that. But when he wins, we'll talk about it. But I'm not seeing the DNC say, no, let's get this younger guy. Just don't see it. The people have spoken. Biden has gotten more votes, 3 times as many votes as Hillary did in some of these primaries. It's just like when people said, well, I don't know about you, but I'm not voting for Biden. And it's like, really? Because Bernie is. And Bernie decided that this was the best way to go. He knows that the worst case scenario is Trump for another 4 years. And you know, if Bernie had won, I would have voted for him. So, but I think Bernie has a lot, because of Biden, because you know him and Hillary, there was no love lost. And I didn't like her little thing she did for Netflix or whatever, why did they have to bring that up during a campaign? Oh, he's the laziest one. You know, she didn't like being talked about during a campaign. So, I just felt that hurt me that she did that. Leave him alone while he's, doing this. But he sees the writing on the walls. But he takes after himself, too. And I think he has a better communication going with Biden. So, I want to see, does Trump, as best as I can see, because some of you guys are like, dear God, please have him walk away, which I understand. Does he walk away or is he voted out? I see people gathering, loads of people gathering. And they haven't released it yet, but when they release, is it Wisconsin? The ones that had to go out in the elements and vote? I think they'll be quite surprised. I could be wrong, but I think a lot of votes came out for the Democrats. Even before any kind of voting happens, they're telling me to tell you guys to be patient. September is very strong. Money issues are coming out. The demon is standing here, which is him. There's Russia. Russia may destroy him because he's of no use to them anymore. It's interesting. They may see the writings on the wall and jump ship. And start releasing some stuff like, And then all of a sudden they'll try to be really nicey. Russia will change whatever they need to change. They're chameleons, whatever they need to do. By the way, Chernobyl is still burning and radioactive material is still in the air. And it was just on the news today. And God bless the people of Russia that have to go through that. And of course, the government's not saying anything. And they're also going through a bad COVID-19 episode. And they're not releasing any information, but that's who they are. Quiet. Are they a Scorpio? Are they a Scorpio nation? Anyway, so we will be dancing in the streets. I will tell you that. Everybody's totally excited. And we're sitting down to business. We're sitting down to business. But people are dancing in the streets, but it's like we got, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. The light is at the end of the tunnel. When the hermit shows, it's like, be patient, because people just think any moment now, dear God. But what's happening is, I even see, and I've told you this before, I even see the Republicans just like, dude, we got to get rid of this guy. He's going to ruin us. And it's just really something. And they're all going to go. And all of them have a price to pay. All of them have a price to pay. I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to head out. God love you. And I'll talk to you later. Ciao.